Hello and welcome to Stockwatch, presented by me, Evan Lucas, for Go Market Securities. As always, please have a very good read through of the disclaimer on screen. Everything in this video is general in nature, none of it relied upon as any form of personal advice. Go Market Securities does not know your personal scenario, nor your personal financial goals, and therefore none of it relied upon as any form of advice at all. It is just general in nature only. Suncorp, they have delivered what is pretty solid numbers in terms of what's come out, and not surprising to see them jump off the back of it. First half was a solid insurance and better than expected bank margins, stronger dividend, better capital, offset by investment income. But overall, it was good. You can't deny that at all. Underlying insurance margins of 10% was in line with consensus. If you have a look, it's actually now up on COVID issues as well. And it's probably avoiding the issues that you can see coming out from something like IAG with the inflation reset that it's going through. The issues around, what happened on the East Coast, and particularly in Queensland's sort of periods of floods, have not been probably as hard as what the market was forecasting. So that's good. So if you look at the gross written premium, 8% growth, that's pretty decent in terms of what it is. And they saw a price increase of 12% across their GWP, which is nice to see, particularly in the area that really matters, which is their home and auto business. You've got big names in that, don't forget. Things like Amy is all part of that sub-brand. If you look also inside the underlying numbers for the CET for the bank side, that was well and truly up at $412 million above on numbers. That was a really decent beat, and they gave you 33 cents on a div compared to the consensus of 32. So that was also a nice, neat beat on all numbers. Net interest margins at 203 basis points is good. It's good to see the banks getting back above that 2 handle, and most of them will tell you that as well. The caveat is this. You do need to be aware Suncorp at the moment is clearly shopping things around. They are looking at how they're going to position themselves. Do they slim themselves down? Do they break out to be an insurer and a bank? Do they take over? Do they let things be acquired? That's the underlying background of Suncorp, and that might need to be part of your thinking. So the results were good, no doubt about that. Their outlook looks reasonable in terms of what they told you, and that's why they've popped up. But the reason they've been range bound for quite a period of time, the last probably 5 to 6 years, is again, there's just that unknown quantity about whether or not the insurance business continues to be a help or a hindrance, and whether or not the bank now is ripe to be doing its own thing outside of the Suncorp name. And that's where I think you'll sort of see the questions. There's no doubt they're on the prowl, they're out there looking, and acquisitions are certainly part of management's thinking.